YouTube, what is y'all doing? So as you can see, I got a front license plate on here now. I'm not gonna tell you what UZS 160 is, but it's the chassis code for this car. So it designates the GS 400. Also, looking down further, you see these tape lines here? It's double-sided tape. Yeah, I did have a front lip installed in here, but we're gonna say that for another video. So I know what y'all wondering, like, what's the point of today's video? Well, today, the goal is to install these coilovers. Now I picked these up actually from the junkyard. There was a GS there, hit on the front end. Struts look pretty good. I'm sorry, the coilovers look pretty good. These are coilovers, Rev9 coilovers. And I've heard good things about them. They don't appear to be damaged or leaking or anything, so I'm gonna give them a run for $100. I figure why not? Keeping my stock suspension, so if these suck, I can pull them off and put the stock suspension back on. But I don't think we're gonna have any problems out of these, especially for $100. I mean, come on, you can't lose for $100. So this week I've been off work the entire week, which is a blessing. But I had other plans, but they got inconvenienced. So the plan today is to get the suspension installed. That's the goal. Today we're gonna get the suspension installed. We're gonna talk through it. Just a vlog style type day, so we'll see. Now the first thing we always wanna do when you're working on suspension is obviously jack up the car. But I always remember to use jack stands. It's always good to be as safe as possible. So let's talk about these coilovers. I have never had a set of coilovers before. And I understand there's a tool that you need to kind of adjust these. But the person who had these coilovers before me probably knew way more about coilovers than I did. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave them where they are and kind of see where the car sits. If they need to be adjusted, I'll figure that out, even if I have to sit the car for overnight or something like that and order the piece that I need. But the one at the junkyard, I mean, I can't really tell how low it was because it wasn't sitting. But I'm gonna leave them how they are right now. Actually, when I get the first strut off, I'm gonna just compare it and see how much of a drop I'll be getting. Like I said, I don't want to slam my cars. I don't really like just completely slam cars. I want this car to be usable, functional, because the wife will probably be driving this from time to time. So we're just gonna kind of stiffen up the suspension and, you know, try to make the car better. So we're gonna get this car jacked up, go ahead and get to removing these bolts that's on the bottom. I already know it's probably gonna be a pain, but whatever, you know, it'll all be cool, bro. So I think how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna start on the front and then the back. So front first, back later. And we're just working that pattern. I should be able to knock this out in a couple of hours. So actually, just to be as safe as possible, I think I'm gonna just do one corner at a time. I really don't like dealing with jack stands and jacks and getting under cars. So since I'm down here by myself, I just do one corner at a time and just be as safe as possible. Alright, so I've done this before in one of my older videos. So to get this strut out, you basically, sometimes you can kind of finagle. This is the actual strut right here. This is what we're replacing. And this one doesn't appear to be leaking or bad or anything, but it does appear to be a junkyard item. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But to get this out, I have been able to sometimes finagle it out without taking off this top knuckle and undoing this. I don't think that's gonna happen today, but I'm gonna give it a try. But basically, you got 3 nuts on up top, under the hood. I'll show you those. So you got those 3 right there. You wanna get it loosened down here first. So it's 1 nut going through at the bottom down here, right there. And then that's to the lower part of the strut. And then you want to undo this knuckle because that just gives you a lot more room. You can finesse it out. I've been able to do it in the past, but it's probably easier to just go ahead and remove this if you can. And that's why I brought this tool. It just clamps on there like that, and you can run it in and pop that on out. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and use some penetrating oil on a lot of this stuff because it's looking like it hasn't been taken off in a while. So on these, how I know which one goes where is, I don't know if you can see, like right here, I kind of etched in the LF. It might be kind of hard to see, which means left front. So every time I took one off, I just etched in it which side it came from so I wouldn't get confused on where it goes. All right, YouTube, got the old straight out. As you can see, they're almost the same. I might be losing about 2 inches by putting this on here. Coming back to the car, my arms are pretty much long enough to reach over here and hold the strut at the same time. That's how I did it the last time. So I guess I'm a little fortunate in that aspect. I do have an idea on how I'm gonna do the back, but I'm gonna just have to see how that works. That might be the one thing that holds me up on this, but I didn't realize this car had auto leveling lamps like this, but it does. So that's pretty cool for a 2000. So I'm gonna continue working on this and get it. All right, so we got this one completely bolted in. Everything is tight. So now we're gonna be moving on to the other side. I do feel tempted to kind of clean this stuff off in here. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not yet. I'm gonna just leave this side jacked up and move over to the other side. All right, YouTube. So we got both the front sides done. It's installed. You can see the green part sticking out. Also over there, everything has been gone over. I'm gonna go over it again. But right now, I guess I'm gonna take like a lunch or something. Like I need to charge both the GoPro and my impact wrench. So I'm gonna do that while I'm eating lunch, and then I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna tackle the backside.
3,000 years later.
All right, YouTube. I want to put the car back on the ground to see how low we are. And I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. That's way lower than I wanna be. We're not tucking yet, but we're getting there. So I'm gonna definitely have to raise this up a little bit more. Like even when I get ready to install my lip, like I'm not even gonna have much room under there. So I don't wanna be that low. I haven't even seen how it dries, but since it's already down in the front, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the back. Try and do a little bit more adjustment in the back because I don't want it to be just that low. So you can see it's just like I said, the tire's not tucking yet. Like I still got some fingers I can get in there. But I just don't want it to sit this low, I guess. All right, YouTube, I got the rear, driver's side rear straight out. I think what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and head up to Lowe's and or Home Depot. Apparently they have spanner wrenches, so I'm gonna go and see. Then I can maybe adjust these before I put them in. Cause as you can see, we a few inches off. I guess my goal is to like make the car handle a little bit or ride a little bit more stiffer, because it's really soft right now with these stock struts, as opposed to like making it lower to the ground. I don't really care too much about dropping it a whole lot, maybe an inch or so and I'm good, but like I feel like this drop is just, it's too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of those and maybe I can kind of get these closer to the size of the original strut and we can go from there, because I really don't want to have to keep taking these wheels back off. I'm already gonna have to take the fronts back off to readjust them. So before all the traffic and everything picks up, I'm gonna just head up to Lowe's and see if I can find what I need. I missed the startup. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Sorry. So the wife is probably gonna come home pissed because I got the garage on lock again, but she'll be okay. USPS would ride through when I'm trying to get out of my garage. So close the garage, make sure it goes down. So as expected, no gas, 40 miles till E, but we're not going that far, so not a big deal. Kind of miss driving this car. Look at this idiot. Seriously. So I'm trying to get up here and come back before the traffic like starts picking up. Really hoping I can get this done today and get it where I want it. So I know I said this was only gonna take a couple of hours. We're like 5 hours in, but I took a lunch. So even if I didn't, probably still be like 4 hours in. So everything's going to plan, you know. So we're just gonna continue to get through this. Hopefully I'll have it done by today. I guess the only thing that would be stopping me is me. So I think it's time for me to put a new wrap on the IS. So if y'all think it's time, y'all want to see that, let me know. Because this wrap, whereas it still looks pretty decent. I think it's held up well for, you know, my first time rapping. Great. I promise none of this would be going on if I wasn't like trying to vlog. So here we go. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I think it's time to put a new wrap on the IS. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. This wrap has held up pretty well, I think, for my first time rapping, but it's like starting to like, it's been about 2 years since I wrapped this car, but it's starting to like get these little stains in it. I'm not really sure where they're coming from, but it's like becoming a pain to wash the car because now I have to like almost scrub to get them to disappear. It doesn't like go away as good as it used to. Like I used to just be able to spray this car down and get it really clean. And I've tried like wrap protectants and all of that, but none of the stuff that I've used has actually prevented it from happening. So I mean, it can still be clean. It's just a little bit more elbow grease you got to put into it. So I'm thinking about like just wrapping the car again. And I don't know what color to wrap it, but it's just in the back of my mind. Nothing I'm gonna make a move on just yet. So if y'all are interested in that, let me know in the comments, and maybe we can rewrap the IS, do a better job this time. So I'm in here trying to see if they got what I need. It says aisle 11, bay 4. I swear I can't never like come in this Lowe's and find what I need. All right, y'all, I can't find nothing in here. Lowe's is officially my least favorite store. Like I'm never able to find anything when I come in here. I even pinged the little helper lady, the girl that works here, and she couldn't find it either. So the Lowe's trip was indeed a fail. Not a complete fail, because I did pick up some more masks. Gotta have those. I must have cleaned this car out the last time. It's pretty clean in here. So I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get the rest of the coilovers installed. And if I'm finished at a reasonable time, I'll probably just go to another Home Depot or Lowe's and see if I can find it. If not, I might have to figure something else out. But I'm gonna just finish the job, get those installed, and go from there. So to make a long story short, the reason why I'm not gonna go to another store right now is because it's that time of day where traffic gets horrible in Nashville, and I don't really like want to be sitting in traffic. Also, if I do decide to go right now, I'm gonna need gas because the closest to Lowe's is like 7 miles away. So I mean, technically I should be able to make it there and back, but I don't like riding my car on E, so I'll have to stop and get gas, and I don't feel like doing it right now. So I'm gonna go and finish the job, and hopefully I'm able to knock it out, and I can go, at that point I can go and see if I can find what I need. So if I can get these rears installed, then I'll be looking pretty good. So let's see what we can get done, see what we can accomplish. Those are my followers or subscribers that I live in densely populated areas. You probably can relate to it, but like, I don't know, Nashville just started booming not long ago. So it's like, it's hard to get used to. Like just going up the street like this, you just gotta deal with traffic. We got a lot of these little 1-lane roads, and it sucks, like, cause everybody's trying to get down these 1-lane roads. Everybody's turning. As soon as somebody has to hit their brakes, it's just like a chain reaction. Everybody has to slow down. So it just gets terrible because a lot of this stuff used to be rural, and now Nashville has been experiencing this boom, and it's like these back roads. It's just they don't have the infrastructure for a lot of the people that's moving here, and they're definitely building houses faster than they're building ways to get to them. So it sucks. So I just typically, you know, you can get a lot of road rage out here. I consider myself to be kind of patient, but like if you like struggle with like a little bit of road rage, you're not gonna like it that much. So I don't have bad road rage, but it's a lot of idiots out here that will drive you crazy. So any of my subscribers that live in Nashville know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, YouTube, I got all 4 corners done. The car is back on the ground. I really wanted to get this done tonight, but I don't think I am. I think I'm gonna call it. I really don't feel like pulling all the wheels back off and raising it, and plus I gotta go get that tool, so that's gonna be the first thing we do in the morning. But right now, this is how it's sitting. I just feel like it's way too low for me, and like I said, my wife might drive the car from time to time too, so I don't want her to have a concern about, you know, scrubbing on anything or nothing like that. You can see this side is low, so I don't want it this low. So I guess tomorrow we'll continue with all the adjustments. Right now we got everything all tightened down and installed. So hopefully I can find that tool tomorrow. Even if I got to overnight it from eBay, I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that. I might even step out tonight and see if I can find it, depending on how the night goes. But anyway, I'm gonna bag it out of the garage so she can put her truck back in here, because I've been getting an earful about that lately, keeping the garage on lock. So I need my own space to work. We really need a 3-car garage, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Early the next morning.
Good morning, YouTube. So I got up this morning riding around trying to find a spanner wrench. I found spanner wrenches at Home Depot. However, they were not big enough to fit the coilover, so I left them and decided, you know, I did some Googling around, and this guy shows how to remove them with a screwdriver. Basically, you get a flat head, stick it in one of the grooves, and you just hit the back until it starts spinning. And I did that with a little bit of penetrating oil, and I was able to twist them and raise the car back up. The back is really, we're gonna start at the back. The back is really as high as I could probably get it comfortably. Like, I turned this thing a whole lot, and that's how high we are. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to achieve stock ride height with this, which is, you know, not really what I want to do anyway. I don't mind a small drop, just not, you know, something too dramatic. The front, I rose up a lot. I rose the front up like almost 2 inches, and I think it should come up some more. I don't know, y'all let me know what y'all think. I haven't driven the car since I put these coils on it, and I understand that I need to get a wheel alignment. That's gonna happen soon. I might do that when I get a new wheel and tire package. I'm planning on getting that soon too. So I might just go ahead and get the alignment done after that. But, you know, overall it wasn't hard to install. It was tedious, of course, a lot of work, a lot of laying down, getting under the car and whatnot for the rears. I didn't have to get under the car for the front. But this is how the car sits. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think it needs to come up some more, drop it some more? I did order a new lip, and I'm concerned that when I put that lip on, that it's gonna be too low in the front, and that's why I'm thinking about bringing it up some more in the front. And I also heard that, like, after you drive the car around for a minute, it'll kind of settle. So I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. I did notice that my upper control arm on the passenger side, I'm gonna have to replace that. So I'm probably just gonna do both of them, because the little ball joint in the top, yeah, it was starting to spin when I was trying to take the boat out. So I kind of ruined the boot because I had to use the vice grip to hold it down. It was just a pain. So anyway, this is how low the car is. I haven't actually set any of the dampening up. I'm gonna start out by running whatever the previous owner had on here. And I don't have a lot of confidence in them because they had their car really low, it seemed like. So I don't have a lot of confidence in what they had the car set at, but nonetheless, we're gonna drive it and see. Hopefully I don't think I broke anything. Hopefully I'm not hearing any strange noises. I did move it last night. I did move the car last night, and it felt pretty solid. It's not as bouncy anymore. So I don't know, we're gonna see. I haven't set up any of the preload. I didn't mess with any of this stuff because, like I said, I don't really know a lot about coilovers. So I'm learning. But I did make sure everything was tightened back down, the wheels and everything. And I'm gonna just get it out and take it out along and see how it drives. All right, YouTube. I hope y'all can see me well. I couldn't really tell from the camera because my GoPro wanted to act stupid. But anyway, I made sure everything was tightened down, made sure the suspension was level. I measured them to see how much distance was left on the threads, and it's about even on the front sides and the back sides a little bit different, but it should be all right. So I guess let's see how it drives. Listen for strange noises and whatnot. Still need to fix that VSC issue. Very, very nervous. I got this light on, so I don't know if it's making a difference or not on what y'all can see, but let's see what it does. Didn't move at all when I put it in reverse. Definitely feels a little stiffer, I can tell you that right now. Close the garage, because we don't want nobody running in there. Sound like I heard something clicking in the back. It's probably gonna take me a few runs to get the suspension dialed in. I just wanted to show y'all, take y'all along for the first ride, you know, to see how it is. Right now, I'm not feeling anything that feels terrible, I guess. I am wondering what that clicking noise was in the back. Let's see if we hear it again. Yeah, I'm hearing something clicking in the back. I have to see what that is. I really don't want to lower this car too much because I hate Nashville and Memphis roads, and that's primarily why I'll be driving this car. I don't know, besides this clicking noise, I'm not really seeing anything that's like, it definitely feels lower to the ground, more road feel. I don't know what that clicking noise is in the back. I wonder if it's something in the trunk. All right, I don't know how well y'all can hear me. I pulled over to see if I could figure out what that clicking noise was, but I don't know, I'm not hearing it anymore. It seemed like it was only happening when I was under acceleration, but when I just took the last few corners, I wasn't hearing it anymore. So I don't know what that clicking noise is. Let's see. Try and get it back to the house. Okay, I drove it some more, took it around the block. We back at the house now. I could not reproduce the click noise again. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it was something in the trunk. Maybe suspension was just settling. Not really sure. I can't pinpoint what that was, but I took it through some turns, some corners, and I don't hear it anymore. So, not sure what that was about. But anyway, I'm still gonna have to work on getting the suspension dialed in. I'm thinking I'm gonna set it all the way to soft and go from there and tighten it up as needed. But anyway, y'all, that's gonna be it for this video. If you like what you see, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna keep coming to y'all with content. Peace.